Dragonfly, how's it? I'm Auntie Dawn. Welcome back to Choose Aloha Pump You Up sessions. Because champions always choose aloha, and aloha always wins. So what? Did you drop the F-bomb? Drop it like it's hot? Drop it because you're hot? The superpower super F-bomb, forgiveness. Forgiveness is the next ingredient in our Choose Aloha formula after courage and gratitude. Remember, forgiveness means choosing to let go of anger and resentment toward yourself or others, to surrender your thoughts of revenge, and to move forward with your personal power intact. It makes a victim into a victor and a zero into a hero. Yeah, you. There is this great quote that says, when you forgive, you in no way change the past, but you sure do change your future. So, what's your best game? Yeah, I'm talking about video games. Is it Fortnite, Minecraft, Call of Duty? Oh, I got you. Dragon Ball Z, right? I like slaying the worst enemy and leveling up in style, leading the clan. FTW, you know, for the win, OFC. But the worst enemy of all, the one that sneak attacks me almost every day and slays me out, is even worse than any game. It's the real enemy, anger. That's the enemy within. One of the most challenging emotions to handle is anger. Anger is important because it alerts us to when something is not fair or right. It is important. It also lets us know who and what is important to us, what we feel strongly about and greatly value in our lives. But anger is a powerful feeling that, left unchecked, can cause us to flip our lid and lose control. Being able to recognize how your or my body responds to anger and pick up on anger alerts. Everybody say anger alerts, anger alerts, anger alerts, anger alerts is really important. In fact, it's a superhero skill. Yes. Why superhero? Because if you stop anger, you could literally save a life. Anger alerts are signs that our bodies give us to let us know something is not right and we're about to flip our lid and lose it. So here's a question for you as you start grabbing your gratitude journals. I keep mine right here by my right hand, ready to write in it. Question: why do you think recognizing when you're angry and picking up on anger alerts is good for you? Why is it good to pick up on anger alerts? Could it be saving you from flipping your lid, losing control? Think through that a little bit. You might even want to jot a few thoughts or notes, just short kind. It's just for you. As you grab your gratitude journal, draw a picture of a person, and a body or a stick figure is perfectly great because that's about as good as Auntie Dawn's creative artistry is gonna get. And I drew it out here for you. So at the top, you see I wrote anger alert. I used red because that's like associated with red hot anger. And here's the question. When you are angry, what thoughts do you usually think in your brain? Can you think of those? When you're angry, what alerts does your body give to you to let you know that you're angry? Do you get hot, or does your temperature rise? Is your heart racing? Mine does. Do your muscles get all tense and you start to your whole body is constricting? Do you get a headache or start to have upset tummy? I know one little guy told me, I think he was like 5 years old, my head hurts, my stomach gets painful, and I start to crunch my body. It's like you're getting ready to fight. Make a list of some of those anger alerts that you or I might have, and I wrote some of these. Now, as you draw these anger alerts and body cues on your drawing or stick figure, you can use ideas that we listed together just then, or add your own. You can come up with your own. I know you're smart. I know you're genius. Come on. Remember, not everyone feels anger or other emotions quite the same way. Your anger alerts are signs that your body gives you when you're getting angry, and that might be different than mine or somebody else's, and that's perfectly okay. We're all different. The important thing is to pay attention to your cues and recognize when we start to getting angry so we can slay it before it gets out of control. When you can be more aware or mindful, remember we leave the lizard, we nudge the numbat right here, the middle part of your brain, and we hug the human. You're breathing, so your prefrontal cortex, the front of your brain, your entire brain is working for you. When you're more aware and mindful of how you're feeling and alert yourself to this anger, you can do something to calm down before you flip the lid and go all lizard mean on it. You blow your top, and here's a good one. You erupt like a volcano. Just say, no, volcano. You ain't gonna blow your lid. Now the important part. So what? Now what? That's right. What? Let's slay the beast, the enemy of anger. When within anger, it is important. Okay, Auntie Dawn's not saying that anger is a bad thing. It's bad when we lose control, but it's important when it gets, because it tells you what's not fair or right. It tells you what you value. So just watch out when it's unchecked, out of control. Remember, champions always choose aloha because aloha always wins and anger always loses. So how do we keep it low level and have healthy conflict, healthy anger? Easy. Just start by knowing yourself. One of the great books of history, there are many, it's called the Book of War by a Chinese Lao Tzu. He was a philosopher. He wrote the number one rule in the Book of War, know yourself, and number two, know the enemy. And sometimes that's the same exact thing. You are your own worst enemy. So know yourself. What are your anger issues? That might be backwards to you, but I drew my little stick lady. She looks mad. My eyebrows are kind of down. I'm making a grimace face. My mouth is down. Usually my fists clench up and I stand tall. It's kind of like I'm ready to get in a fight and I'm trying to intimidate people. It says I have stinking thinking, and then I also have a high heart rate, which makes me feel hotter. I have a high temperature. Sometimes I think about it so long and so much, I hold a grudge and nurse it against somebody, and I dwell and think upon it and focus that I'm not being mindful about positive, it's mindful about negative. So I get a headache and I get a stomach ache when I get stressed out. Just not worth it. And as it says on the bottom, I'll read it because it's reversed, or you can see it, say no volcano. So right now, so what, now what? Go ahead and write out your anger alert, draw yourself your person, and write down some of your anger alerts. You can use some of mine, or you can come up with your own, because we all feel emotions differently. Let's learn about anger alerts so we can drop the right F-bomb. Forgiveness, not the wrong F-bomb. Yeah, you. Chee-hoo-hoo-hoo. Slaying anger, crushing those anger alerts like a boss. No, like a Choose Aloha champion. Remember, let's all choose aloha. A-L-O-H-A, a little aloha in our day.